Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at Wormholes. This is by the designer of Tiny Towns, which you can see in front of me. This happens to be the follow-up game. So this is by Peter McPherson. Wormholes is by AEG. It is a game that you can play solo, just like in Tiny Towns. It's a game you can play with multiple players. So you can play this 1 to 5 players, ages 10 plus, 45 minutes to play. Sounds very much like the Tiny Towns duration as well. If you're watching this as a short, make sure you watch the full video over on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and of course you'll find out when that had a setup playing review goes live. Aside from that, this is going in the unboxing teaser trailer preview overview video. And if you are interested, of course, you can check out other videos in the playlist, such as that, and also they had a setup plan review playlist, including checking out my videos for Tiny Towns. So we are looking to create wormholes, we're looking to push things together, and this is an extremely tightly packed in box. It's not a particularly heavy box, as you might have noticed from my weighing, but trying to open this has been an issue. So sometimes that happens. But meanwhile, make sure you check out the description on YouTube, whereby you can see pictures over on Instagram. Over 3,000 posts, around 4,000 followers. Also head through to the link tree where they occasionally competitions, but they are time sensitive, so they do disappear. Also head through to Facebook to join the discussion. There's a podcast where you'll hear this discussed as well. To do search and find it through your various means there as well. And as you can see, we've got some punch boards to go through too. Aside from that, you can find me over at SPIEL.digital. This is going to go in the family rate playlist as well. It can go in a solo playlist, as and when, of course, I have a chance to play it solo. Might even make a playthrough as well. Also, there are other games from AEG I'm looking forward to trying out too. One of my highest rated games ever is actually by AEG. And also check out my top games of the year. So I have been on a bit of a hiatus throughout this year. I had started that list, but I haven't finished it. So of course this may well appear in it too. Of course Tiny Towns might appear in it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves there. Also we have some cards, so this can go in the sleeving playlist too. So lots of different components going on. Again, this is a space themed game. AEG in particular I find a very fun kind of games, generally speaking. I would say slightly wacky themes is a fair comment, I think, and that's not a bad thing at all. I think fun and wacky kind of go hand in hand as something slightly different. And again, this is a very different theme, of course, to Tiny Towns, unless, of course, Tiny Towns they chose to, I don't know, sci-fi it up or something like that. So if you want to check out any other stuff, just let me know, of course. There's also TikTok and X, where you can find me on too. And there have been daily videos for a number of years. There's also various other ways you can check out other things coming to the channel too. Okay, so again, this has an element of not necessarily worker placement, but moving around and picking up and delivering. So that's something that I find very interesting. I think there aren't enough games that do it, and it's a shame. So here we go, baggies to put all our various stuff in. We can open up this deck of cards, various things in here too. Slightly narrower than the standard card sleeve thickness. Let's have a quick peep inside here. Quite an easy deck to get into, or I think I might have spoken ahead of myself there, because I've now lost a piece where that plastic was coming off from. So this time hopefully I won't cut myself, and see if we can get into this deck of cards too. So there we are. Let's see how this is. As you can see, it's a smaller box than Tiny Towns, and it does have a kind of insert inlay going on, so it doesn't take up too much space. Part of the pun, of course, dealing with space. But yeah, we're trying to connect up our wormholes. Quite shiny, slippery cards here. Fairly thick, at least sort of 300 GSM, I'd say. This 2Y, what on earth is this all about? Is this money? Is this currency? I'm not sure what this 2V kind of symbol is all about. But there we go. There we go. We do have some kind of player aid turns. So fewer than 4, then maybe we can have 1 each. But then take an extra 1 and flip them 2. So there we are, some cards in here. We have a rule book, 100 passenger cards, and here we go. Here's the objective, what we're looking to do. So you're trying to be the captain of a passenger ship, crossing and creating wormholes. Okay, so we are capable of creating wormholes and looking to basically trying to pair them up. Person most points the winner, and you play it until obviously there are wormholes next to all planets, and then you play for 3 more rounds. So I look forward to trying this out. Like I said, very impressed with Tiny Towns, impressed with the designer. I'm very much designer led, so looking forward to see how this goes. But for now, there we are, back to the table.